What is good, E-My-Gain? And today, football's coming back! Which means potential more videos about the NFL because football season's actually going on for 2026 season. You know, it's coming up soon. The draft happened. Yeah. What was my last NFL video? I don't feel like Madden counts. How about the actual latest NFL video? Goodness gracious, it wasn't even March! So, the offseason hit me pretty hard. You know, the offseason lasts forever. Like, I swear to God. For the 2025 offseason, like before last season, it was like, you know, I didn't even like the NFL. I wasn't even interested in the NFL until like, I don't know, week 4 of last season. So, yeah. But this video is about 2026 predictions, not 2025 offseason. So, let's get into the thing. I don't know. So, here's how it will go. First, I'll predict the record for all 32 teams and place them in the playoffs. Even if it's the Cardinals, even if it's the Seahawks, I will predict the record for all the teams. Second, I will predict the playoffs and to see who's gonna win the Super Bowl. So yes, I'll predict the playoffs as well, even though that's all the way in January. So I'll go on to the next part. Here's the legend I'll be using to determine who's in the playoffs and who's not in the playoffs. So Z goes to the number 1 seed, Y goes to division winners, X goes to wildcard teams, and E goes to eliminated playoff teams. It's basically just like Madden, except for maybe the E. There's an E there instead of nothing. I don't even know. I don't even know what Madden's like. I forgot. Let's just go on to the predictions. Starting off, we've got the GOAT Bills. Yes. I'm a Bills fan. Don't kill me. We got this pretty hard schedule. First we've got the Texans. We got a bunch of primetime games. We got the bye week in week 7. The Ravens, the Chiefs, the Patriots, the Bears, the Broncos. Let's just get the obvious out the way. The obvious wins will be against the Raiders. That's way too white. The obvious win is against the Raiders. Obvious win against the Jets. If it's in Miami, it's in Buffalo, so we gotta do it as a dub. I think, and then the Dolphins. At the Dolphins, I'm not so sure. The Jets, I'll do it as a dub too, since the Jets suck. They're like the most dog-dookie team in the league, except the Cardinals. All right, now let's get to the losses. I think the losses will be looking. We're just gonna predict their schedule. So, the Texans will be a pretty hard opponent for week 1. First week, it's weird that the first week of the first game Bills back isn't even in the new Highmark Stadium. It's the first game in the Highmark Stadium is the Lions, which is all the way in September 17th. So I don't even know why they do that. I don't know why the week game is at home, but I'm fine. I think the Texans will be a close win. This may or may not be my bias lashing out. The Lions, I think this will also be a win. The Lions kind of fumbled last year. The Chargers, I think this is a win. The Patriots, another win. The Rams, however, is going to be our first L of the season. I just got to write a good W for the New England so that New England's don't get angry. And Rams will be an L. Rams will be our first loss. As first of all, it's an LI. Second of all, the Rams have Matthew Stafford, which is reigning MVP. That one, I think I'm a LARPer. I don't even know the sack the dude is. Myles Garrett. The Rams have Myles Garrett. And then it's also Monday night. The Rams will be your first loss of the season. They've got the Ravens. It's in Buffalo. W, I guess a win. But the Vikings, they got the JJ, I think 9. I'm just still gonna say it's a win. No, not a loss. That's the color for a loss. W. Got these greens of W's. They're so far 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10-1. They're 10-1. So 11-1. I'm not buying. You are. The Patriots will be our second loss. So yeah, the Packers dub.
Bears a dub. Broncos loss. Since Bo Nix, wait, is Bo Nix, if Bo Nix is not playing, I think I'm just gonna go. Yeah, we're just gonna win against the Bears. We're gonna lose to the Broncos if Bo Nix continues playing, but if Bo Nix doesn't continue playing, then we're gonna probably win. And then Dolphins will be a dub. This will be a 14-3 record for the Bills. So, pretty good. Pretty darn good. 14-3. Let's go. 14-3. This is probably mostly my bias. Sorry others. Sorry rest of the league. Sorry other 31 fans. But the Bills are just good. And we're better. Except for the Rams, the Patriots, and Broncos. We don't care about them. New England. The Patriots. The fucking Patriots. First of all, we need to do like the little thing. First we gotta just get the Bills out the way. And then that other Bills game. So they're 1-1 right now. The Seahawks. The first game of the season. Seattle. Okay. Seattle might be a tough opponent. I'm just gonna say it's a loss. Yeah, they're going 0-2 again. Not 0-1. Oh my god, I thought it was down and then up again. Got the freaking Steelers, but obvious win. Most obvious win of life. The Jags. I think we could win against the Jags. Because the Jags, I don't feel like Trevor Lawrence got the grip as he had last year. Because ever since he had that. And then obvious win against Fernando Mendoza and the Raiders. Another win. The Bears would be a loss. Even though we all know the Bears still suck. I hate all the Bears fans. No, Dolphins are a dub. If this is zero ball knowledge, I'm sorry. I think they may lose to the Packers, but even know. Lions is a dub. Chargers, another dub. Why would it make Patriots lose the Chargers again? Vikings would be a loss. Vikings, I think, will be losing. The Chiefs, dub. Mahomes and Taylor Swift and the crap. So, L, I guess. And then I think the rest of them are going to be, like, wins. And then Broncos will be a close win. And then Dolphins is obvious win. Dolphins are buns as well. Oh boy, we're going to see a lot of more L's for the Dolphins and Nets. So go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 11-6. 11-6. 11-6 Patriots team. That says that's an almost guaranteed spot in the playoffs still. But like, yeah. Lost to the Seahawks, won against the Steelers because Aaron Rodgers is too old to play. And then we got like the rest. We got back-to-back losses in weeks 13 and 14, I think. Yeah, no, that's 14-15. Yeah, 14-15. Beginning week 5 for what? Okay, we go. But yeah, 11-6. 11-6 Patriots, so that's cool. Oh boy, we're about to see way more L's. Because we're on the Dolphins. We just gotta cross off all games against Patriots and Bills. Because we all know they lost to them. L. And then, gotta find that other game. L. And then L. And then L. And then L. They're already 0-4. What? I'll give Tyler Sports the benefit of the doubt. Winning against Fernando Mendoza. Losing to the 49ers because AFC, NFC West. Winning, actually, no. Lost to the Chiefs. Lost to the Vikings. Lost to the Bengals. Winning against the Jets because Jets buns. Actually, both. Dolphins would sweep Jets. Lose to the Lions. Maybe win against the Colts. I'm going to go win against the Colts. Lose to the Broncos. I'm not going to win. Lose to the Bears. Lose to the Packers. And finally, lose to the Chargers. 4-13. Dude, that is a huge leap to the from even the Patriots. 4-13. 4-13. Oh God. Oh my God. Dude, Brent. Sorry, the Dolphins just have a harder schedule this season. Next season. Oh my goodness, there's a bunch more good opponents. Like the Bills, the Patriots, the Broncos, the Bears, the Chiefs, the Bengals. I don't even think the Bengals would make the playoffs. I think the Bengals would make the playoffs. That's just, Miami Dolphins. The Bears. Yeah, 4-13. I'm not into it. No, I'm not gonna make them go 0-17 because they're my least favorite team. But we got the Dookie Pookie Jets, my least favorite team. All other games are lost, even against the Dolphins. So L, lost, and I think that's it. Oh my God, I hate Bass Brush. I also hate Bass Brush. L. Yeah, we got like 6 games already. 0-6 already. The Titans lost. Packers lost. Chargers lost. Because Chargers. Lions lost. Bears lost. Browns win because the Browns are some are going to fumble it. Broncos lost. Cardinals win because Cardinals are like dookie. The Raiders lost somehow. Vikings lost and Chiefs lost. 2-15. I already know. 2-15. 2-15. That's as bad as the 2023 Panthers. Oh my goodness. Between this, I don't know ball, so I don't know. I'm just gonna place it on his forehead because I'm just gonna slap 2-15 on his forehead because. Oh my goodness, how would he be this bad? Oh Lord. Oh Lord. Goodness. They're not 0-17, but they're terrible still. Lord. 2-15 for the Jets. Goodness. Aaron Rodgers. Oh yeah, he left. But whoever's the quarterback for the Jets, you gotta lock in. Let's recap. So the AFC East contains, for first place, we got the Bills at 14-3, division winners, and then the Patriots 11-6. We don't know if they're in the playoffs yet, but they most likely will. And the Dolphins and Jets are most definitely out of the playoffs, but we don't know yet because some teams can be even worse than that. But it's physically impossible for the Jets to make the playoffs, nor the Dolphins. But still, we're just gonna go into the next division. Oh boy, the Chiefs. The reason the Bills haven't won the Super Bowl yet. Let's check out what the Chiefs are. Bills win against the Chiefs. They lost to the Chiefs, and then the rest of them, I'm assuming, they lost. So yep. The Bills are lost. Bills are lost, but then the rest of them are wins. Rest of the AFC East members. Oh, that's gonna be so hard later. I just know. Win. Do they really have back-to-back games of Bills and Patriots? Oh my God. Let's not to say hi to. Say hi to Drake May for me. And we got the Jet now. Okay, let's predict the other games. Broncos lost. Oh my God, that L looks so similar to red. I'm just gonna put an orange L. Why not orange L? Because the Chiefs red is too similar. And then the other L's go to Broncos. The obvious losses are Broncos and Chargers. Yeah, they gotta lose to the Rams. How do they not? How do they win against the Rams? How do they physically win? The Seahawks too. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's already. Oh yeah, the Bills L's red. Trace over it. They're already like at most the best at 12-5. Let's go for some dubs. Let's get some dubs. KC. Obvious Cardinals win. Chargers. I'm gonna go with a close win because Mahomes is just built like that. Raiders win. Falcons win. Bengals, I think we're gonna lose because I think the Bengals are gonna make the playoffs again. And then win for the Chiefs. I think that might be 10-7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's. Oh no. Yeah. I think now let's 10-7. Now let's 10-7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3. Yep. 1, 2, 3. 3, 4, 5, 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 9 and 8. They're 9 and 8. Should I think they're just gonna. I think it's gonna be better. Yeah, I think 9 and 8. 9 and 8 for KC and 9 and 8 for KC. Yeah, not the best KC behavior, but at least it isn't 6-0 unlike last year. The Horsies have made them win against everything, every single team. I swear to God. The Broncos they won against the Bills. They won against the Patriots, I think. No, they lost to the Patriots. They lost to the Dolphins. They won against the Dolphins. They won against the Jets. They won against the Chiefs. They swept the Chiefs. So yeah, the only L, I'm not upgrading premium. The only L we're gonna have to see here is against the Patriots. Okay. I'm just gonna put L. Oh my god. Dark. I'm gonna make it dark. Just make it more. Just to make it fit in more. So L. Then got the dubs. Then we got the dubs. W. Why is every single team playing the Bills and Patriots consecutively? I don't know that. Why do they play the AFC East like such short time? NFL, get your lock in on the scheduling. Yeah, I think they won against the Chiefs. I think they're gonna bring in against the Jags. Lose to the Rams because the Rams went against the Niners. Yep, the Niners. Win against the Chargers because the Chargers are charging. Losing to the Seahawks, surprisingly. Winning against the Cardinals and winning against the Chiefs. Winning against the Panthers because the Panthers are bad. Winning against the Raiders, winning against the Dolphins, winning against the Steelers, winning against the Raiders, and losing to the Chargers. Yep, losing to the Chargers. 1, 2, 3, 4. 13-4 for Denver. That's good. Almost as good as the Bills. Almost as darn good as the Bills. Just by one game, though. One game changed everything, which is probably the opposite win with the Seahawks, but 13-4 for the Broncos is really good, especially since it isn't even an improvement. It's literally just one game worse than last season. So I'm just gonna stop yapping and go to the Chargers. Oh boy, the Bolts, Chargers, Minecraft things from last year. Yep. Winning against the Cardinals, because that's the most obvious freaking thing in the world. Raiders, they would win. Bills, they would lose, I think, hopefully. Lose to the Seahawks. Oh, yes, baby. Yes, lose to the Seahawks, because we love losing to the Seahawks, right? Let's check out the Broncos schedule. Where does it win? Bills. Did the Bills win against them? Yes, they did. So, yep. Losing to the Broncos. I think they won against the Chiefs. Yeah, I think they won against the Chiefs. Yep, they won against the Chiefs. 3 L's and 3 wins so far. What gets the next one? Bye week. Before their bye week, they're 500. Just to go below it because they lose to the Rams, and they lose to the Texans, and they lose to the Ravens. But in saving grace, they win against the Jets, and then they're probably going to lose to the Patriots. Because I think they're going to have a losing record. Win against the Bucks, win against the Raiders, have a close win against the Niners, win to the Dolphins, lose to the... I think they're going to win, they're going to lose to the Chiefs. I think they either won or lost. Yep, they lost. Broncos is a loss. Actually, I think they won against the Broncos, so yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 9-8 again. 9-8. 9-8. It was going downhill until for week 10. It was going pretty bad when they were like 3-5, and then they came back to that, and then they had a little mini winning streak until they lost to the Chiefs and they won against the Broncos again. That's you get a 9-8. That's how you get a 9-8 Chargers team. Not 9-7. That's not. This is not 16 games. Got the 9-8 record. Pretty decent for the Chargers. We're probably gonna see a worse team. Fernando Mendoza's first season. I'm pretty sure they lost. Pretty sure Dolphins won. So they lost. And then for the week 2, they won. No, they did not. They lost. Saints, they actually won, I think. I'm gonna go with the winning. The Chiefs, they lost. The Patriots lost. Bills lost. Rams obviously lost. Jets, I think they actually won. Yeah. Yeah. I think they won against the Raiders. They won to the Jets. They won against the Jets. Yeah, they won against the Jets. First win. No, second win. 2-6. I love these bad teams. I love to write L's in red. Seahawks lost. Broncos lost. No explanation. Browns, I think they win. They win a chicken dinner. Fernando Mendoza's gonna push through. Chargers, they're Chargers. Oh, they were losing. Broncos, they're losing. Titans. I think they're losing. Cardinals are obviously self-explanatory. Chiefs are losing. Did they lose? I think the Chiefs lost. Chiefs did lose. Chiefs did win. 1, 2, 3, 4, 13. One game better than last year. I'll take it. 4-13. Same records as the freaking Dolphins. Same records as the Dolphin. The DUL Elephant. The Broncos get the win division in the playoffs. They get welcome to the playoffs at 13-4. And yeah, there's two teams at 9-8, the Chiefs and Chargers. But the Chargers didn't win the tiebreaker as the Broncos. The series between the Chargers and the Broncos were split, but the Chiefs got swept by the Broncos. So that puts the Chargers higher than the Chiefs. And then the Raiders are the Raiders at 4-13 with Mendoza as rookie. Let's go on to the next division. It's time for the obvious with the Ravens, because by the obvious I mean just ignore the pictures I have. So Ravens, was a win. So for the win for the Bills, that is. So yeah, first losses for the Ravens. The Bills at the first day of November, losing to the Bills. And then the bye week is the Ravens for some reason, because the Ravens are the Ravens. Pretty sure they lost to the Ravens, I want to say. I don't think they even played the Patriots. The team was the Jets. Might have been the Dolphins. I didn't see the team logo. Yeah, no other team plays Bills. Nobody knows. The Bourbons, what's up with the AFC? Check out the teams. The Chargers are the only ones to play. Let's check this out. Let's check that out. But probably a loss. Yep. Win for the Chargers. So, I'm gonna do it. Back-to-back weeks. That we know. 1-1. That counts for a win. The Colts will be pretty bad this year. Cowgirls. No, that's the Saints first, which is a win. Cowgirls win. Titans win. 4-0. Falcons is an upside loss, because the Falcons are the Falcons. Browns is a dub. Bengals is a loss, because the Bengals. Jags, and then Jags, we got the Jags. The Jaguars are a win. Panthers are a win. Texans are a loss. Because the Texans are the Texans. Bucks is a win. Steelers is a win. Browns is a win. Bengals is other Bengals is a win. And Steelers is a win. 1, 2, 3, 4. I want to make them 12 and 5, but 13-4 is unrealistic. So lost. Lost to the Bengals, but they won against the Steelers. So yep, they're 12 and 5. Pretty cool for Ravens. 12 and 5, okay. Yep, we're here again.
Them preseason games of the Lions, the Bears, and the Eagles. And yes. We know that they won. We know that they won both games of the Ravens.
Which, yes, I think that happened. Some stupid, unless some stupid idiot and then just made them both. Made one of the games win. Yep, both of them lost to the Bengals. For the Ravens. So the Ravens, they won against the Ravens in both games. How about the Chiefs? Since you don't see any AFC Dolphins, they probably lost. Dolphins probably lost. Yeah, they did. And then I see the Chiefs too. Bengals is a loss. So I win. Okay. Well, other games we didn't get to yet, so 4-0 so far. Bengals are doing good. The Buckies are. They won against the Buckies, lost to the Texans, lost to the Steelers somehow, won against some Jags, lost to the Jackies actually, because they want some wins for the Jaguars. Steelers won, Commanders won, Titans win. Falcons win. And Madrid. Just realized it. Browns win. And Panthers loss. Colts is a loss somehow. And the Browns is a win. 12 and 5 team again. 1, 2, 3. So yeah, they're the division winners so far. 12 and 5. 12 and 5 and they swept the Ravens, so that's an automatic tiebreaker win. Thanks to tiebreakers, the Bengals are division winners so far. Okay, it's time for the Steelers. L. Bucks, Saints, Bengals. It's not to say Steelers lost almost every single one. So, I'm kind of silent. I don't know. Did I do the Broncos? Broncos. Okay, no, not the extra thing. Yes, the Broncos' schedule was flooded with wins.
Ice cold, used eco-friendly light bulb. His bicycle to work when the gasoline price rose. He'd judge with no pretense, fish on the weekends.
Okay.
Each morning get up, do the flip to believe you never swim in the ocean for fear of shark attacks. By multi-gate his wife.
Even though Eagles don't have AJ Brown to face them, I still think Steelers are gonna lose.
car crash, cardiac arrest, died of a heart attack. Golden escalator, all his friends and neighbors.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 and 12. Steelers. This is a 5. Does this look like I think this is 5 and 12?
Crystal chandelier, there was an angel at the entrance, checking off a guest list. Charlie wasn't on it and was ushered to the exit.
That's 5 and 12.
Heart sank.
Yeah. That's the president of the Steelers. Yeah.
Excuse me, sir.
Oh boy. The dog poop pound. Simple down suck. We're just gonna flood these things with losses. Boom. Boom. I think we lost to the Jets too. We lost to the Raiders as well. We're not just gonna lose to the Texans. Loss. 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 And the only one is against the Giants. So yeah, 1 and 16. 1. For a 1 and 16 is crazy. But they just have a harder schedule. Yeah. 1 and 16 is insane, bro. Why did I? I'm insane.
Yeah, we have a 12 and 5 paradox here, with the Bengals and Ravens both being 12 and 5. Who's the division winner? Well, the Bengals won their series against the Ravens, so that means the Bengals win the tiebreaker. So the Steelers are in 5 and 12. The Browns are at 1 and 16 at the number 1 draft pick. Yada yada yada. Let's move on to the AFC South. Why do they still have the Bears C? They still have the Bears C. Why do they still have the Bears C but the Titans new logo? Why? Okay, this is trippy. Besides, the Jaguars won against the Browns because they're simply easy. I'm gonna say it's a little. Yeah, they won. They lost. How about the Jaguars? They probably did. We're doing the Jags. We're doing the Jags, not the Patriots. This is the Patriots one, yeah. Yeah, they won. Bengals, they probably lost again, or they won, or something like that. Okay, they actually won. Jaguars actually won that game from last time. So they won. There's 2-2. Actually, upset win. I'm gonna do upset win. Texans schedule, they lost that game, so they had another win. Another loss though. I think they lost to the Ravens. Yeah, they won. No, not the Texans. Another one's hurt because the Giants suck. They lost. And they won. And then they lost, I think, because they had won their last game with the Texans. And then, the space was split. They're 11 and 6. I counted 6 losses, so 11 and 6. 10 and 7. No, I forgot the Bears. So 10 and 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, 9 and 1. 2. I'm gonna make them win to the Colts another time. I'm gonna make them actually win against the Colts.
ignore that L. Look at the W. How long is that? Come to week 18. Even though it's literally a home. So yeah, 10. I don't want another 9-8 team, so I'm just gonna slap the Jaguars as 10-7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. You have 7. Yeah, 10-7 is a good record for Jag. D Colts. One of the biggest collapses. Seems like. Just ignore the pictures I have, okay? Especially the Loud House one. Just ignore. Ignore. The Ravens, the Goats, the one. I'm gonna put a lot of L's for the first games. L for Ravens. L on Chiefs. L for the alerting the Chiefs. Did they win the Texans game? They did. I think they lost. I think they actually. I made the Steelers lose. I think I made the Steelers lose. Yeah, so Steelers are winning. Week 4, we gotta put the Commanders in Britain. It's a W. I'm assuming the boxes mean home. I've barely seen any Vikings game. Unless they play NFC, it seems like. So I'm pretty sure they made the Dolphins win against them, actually. Yeah, they made them win. Made the Colts win. Made the Dolphins win. So yeah, Cowboys and the Cowgirls. There's another dub. Pretty sure Texans swept them, so. Hold on, they actually lost. The Texans actually lost that game. How? Then the Giants is a win. Eagles, Eagles is a loss. Titans is a loss. Bengals is a loss. Browns. I think they lost. I think the only game they won against was the Jets. The Giants. Yep. Maybe I shouldn't make them lose to the Titans. I should make the Titans. I should make it win so it's more balanced. Why are they TBD date for the week 16 of all weeks? If it's 11-6, that's maybe unrealistic. Go another generic 9-8 team. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yep, 9-8. At least it's not 8-9 unlike last year. They got themselves a winning record. The Colts got themselves a winning record. Let's go. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep, they have gotten a winning record for once, finally. Final team of the AFC, the Titans. Just ignore everything, okay? Yeah, the Titans actually won. Why am I seeing the Eagles a lot? W L W and Ravens, I'm pretty sure that took an L. Lost. Pretty sure Colts lost. Colts won both other Titans and Colts. Yeah, they did. Let's go roll the other game too. Should be a win. We'll rule that out. Oh, they actually, the Browns won. The Browns lost. Pretty sure I'm just gonna put them as losing to every other team. Did the Jags beat them? So much else. The Raiders, I'm pretty sure they beat them. The Raiders beat them, I think. No, they actually beat the Raiders. Let's just do those two. Four, 4-13. Okay, 4-13. Hey, 4-13 ain't as bad as 3-14. Chat, all of our AFC teams have been selected to the playoffs and for the ranking thingamajig, so I'm gonna tell them right now. Don't forget these. And now, the AFC standings. Here are the AFC playoff standings. We got the Bills at the 1 seed with 14-3, Texans and Broncos, because the Texans had better stuff against common opponents, I guess. And then the Broncos, and then the Texans are 13-4. Broncos are also 13-4. Bengals are 12-5 with wildcard winner. Not wildcard winner, division winner. The Ravens are 12-5 as a wildcard team. The Patriots are 11-6, and somehow the Jaguars, which I was not expecting to be at 10-7, but yeah, let's just get to the wildcard matchups. First of all, we got the 7 seed Jaguars versus the 2 seed Texans, and then the 6 seed Patriots versus the 3 seed Broncos, and then the 5 seed Ravens versus the 4 seed Bengals, and then the Bills sitting at the 1 seed, giving Josh Allen a break. Yes, I had to reference Jurassic Park.
Excuse me, sir, there must be someone you've confused me for. If I could see someone who knew me or someone in uniform, I go to church on Sunday, truly usually more, screaming at the angels while they pushed him through the door. Excuse me, sir, there must be someone you've confused me for. If I could see someone who knew me or someone in uniform, I go to church on Sunday, truly usually more, screaming at the angels while they pushed him through the door. All ye who enter. It was a horrifying sign, but sounded like an adventure. Fall beyond the halos and the castles and the clouds. Fatso squealing, shackled with some apples in their mouths. Attention whores and padded roars hanging from extension cords. Tortured with the products from the favorite catalog. Here we buy and sell a million kinds of hell. Imagination is the limit to the devil's clientele.
Alright, it's been a pretty long time since you've heard my voice. It's been like 40-something minutes or something like that. It's probably been 44. Goodness. The AFC section was pretty long. Let's get to the playoff games now. Okay, to see who wins Super Bowl 61. Our first game of the AFC wildcard, we got the 7th seed Jacksonville Jaguars and the 2nd seed Houston Texans. I'm going to say the Texans win because, you know, unless if you're the 2023 Packers, the 7th seed has never won any wildcard game. Next, we got the 6th seed Patriots versus the 3 seed Broncos. I'm going to say the Patriots would win because Drake may kind of Mahomes his way through the playoffs to the Super Bowl. And he's probably going to do it this year. So, yeah. Finally, for the wildcard, we got the 5th seed Ravens versus the 4th seed Bengals. Same record, same division. They had been a tiebreaker. and it's the Bengals that took the tiebreaker. But even though the Bengals did sweep the Ravens in the regular season, I think the Ravens might beat the Bengals out in the wild card, and in a close fashion too. Lamar Jackson gets his way to the divisional round. So I'll show you the AFC divisional round right now. Swap the Ravens with the Broncos and you'll get last year's 4 divisional teams in the AFC. Yeah. This is what the divisional looks like. The Patriots versus the Bills in the divisional game. And then the 5 Ravens versus 2 Texans. I don't know why it took so long for me to say Ravens. We start in the NFC wildcard with the Lions versus the Vikings. Only 2 games apart, even though they're like 5 seeds apart. I'm gonna say the Vikings will win because since when did 7 seeds win? I said this for the last time. So, yeah, we're just gonna go to the second NFC wildcard game. Packers versus Eagles, that one game from the 2024 playoffs. But yeah, just like in 2024, I'm gonna say the Eagles would win because Eagles are a decent team and. Yeah, I just want to go on the next game. Hydrogen Bomb versus Coughing Baby odd game. The Seahawks, obviously. Seahawks are literally 15-2. And the Panthers are only measly 10-7. Let's just go on to the divisional standings. From 2 Titans in the NFC West. Tennessee Titans. And then there's the Eagles and Vikings. Yeah, let's move on to the AFC divisional games. We got the AFC divisional here, Patriots vs. Bills and Ravens vs. Texans because this is the fast way to do it. With the first game, Patriots vs. Bills, I think the Bills are gonna win because the Bills are 14-3, the Patriots are 11-6. The Bills are just really good. And then I got the Ravens and Texans. I'm picking the Ravens here because the Texans absolutely love choking in the divisional round. NFC divisional, we got the Seahawks and Rams and Eagles and Vikings. For the first game, I think the Rams are going to win because the Rams are 16-1 and the Rams are just cheaters. And then the 3 Eagles versus 2 Vikings. I think the Vikings are going to win because the Vikings are just going to upset the Eagles in every way possible because 9 is, not going to lie, I think it's going to be a good second-year quarterback. Call me insane, call me zero ball knowledge, but I think the Vikings are going to make the NFC Championship this year. We're almost to the end of the video. The conference championship games. For the AFC Championship, I think the Bills are going to win, and for the NFC Championship, I think the Rams are going to win. No other details, just straight to the Super Bowl. And now, the moment you've been waiting for. Super Bowl 61. Who's going to win? The Rams or the Bills? Cue the music. My hypothetical winner for Super Bowl 61 is the Bills. Yep, I'm serious. I think the Super Bowl 61 winner is the Bills. It's most likely because it's my favorite team, but let's just, yeah.